Maya the Bee, The Honey Games, also called Maya the Bee 2, is the second Maya the Bee film. This was released in 2018. It's directed by Noel Cleary, Sergio Delfino, and Alex Staderman, written by Finn Edquist and Adrian Beckenbach, and we have Coco Gillies as Maya. And I was looking forward to this because I really liked the first film. I thought the first film was very well done. And while this definitely wasn't as good, it was still entertaining and I really liked it. And honestly, I have no complaints. Maya and the other bees compete in the Honey Games, which is a series of physical events and team games. The film is largely about teamwork, which is, of course, a brilliant message. And if they don't win, they're going to have to give up a lot of honey in their hives. And that's a big loss for them. So really the stakes are very high. And if Maya and the team don't win, the Empress gets all of the honey, and it's going to be a very difficult time for the other bees. And I'll say no more than that about the specifics. I don't want to give away the actual events of the game, but I will say that they're quite fun. There's a decent variety. I liked the characters who were competing. I thought they were really great together, and as I said, we do have some really strong messages in this about teamwork and working together to reach a common goal, and not just working together, but also not thinking that you're in charge. That's not from Maya. I'm not saying that comes from Maya, but there are certain characters who think that they are amazing and can do everything by themselves and they don't need other people. And obviously that really helps to bring forward the message that actually teamwork is mostly always going to be a better option. So some great messages in this. It's a really fun story. It works really well. Pacing's great. Absolutely no complaints. The characters are delightful. I really like Maya. That's no different from the first film. As I said, this isn't quite as good as the first film, but I did think the first film was really powerful, so I wasn't necessarily expecting it to be at that level, but that absolutely doesn't mean it's a bad film. It just means I do prefer the previous one. And I guess with that in mind, maybe if you didn't like the first film, you might not enjoy this, but it is a very different narrative, so there is still the potential there. But I liked it. I thought Maya the Bee 2, The Honey Games, was a fun story. Great characters, well animated as well. I really like the animation style for this, absolutely. And if it sounds like something that you'd enjoy, I'd say definitely check out the first film first. You don't necessarily need to have seen the previous film to understand this one. In fact, I'd say you definitely don't need to have. But I think having that emotional connection with the characters from the first film would make this a better experience. So I do recommend the first film first. And if you've seen that, if you liked it, I'd say check out Maya the Bee 2, The Honey Games. I thought this was a pretty good film.